Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Yes, I can help you. I have ideas how you can beat the heat. So I've done this before, we've talked about it, and I think I've talked about every single thing here. But it's a reminder, some of you don't go back and watch my year or two old videos, so we're going to cover it again. Also, this is an update. I've been promising a test and results of a test on shade cloth. I bought 3 different kinds of shade cloth, 90% black shade cloth, 70% black shade cloth, and Aluminet, which is 70%, and it's made out of kind of an aluminum fabric, aluminized fabric. So let's go take a look at all this stuff that I have here, and this is about the best I know how to do in staying cool, and it makes the van a mess. You can only do this when you're boondocking, obviously, but it works. It's probably going to be about 90 degrees today where I am, and it'll be about 90 degrees inside. And that's all you can hope for. You have to have an air conditioner to make it cooler than the outside. But if I did nothing, the inside would be 120, 130, who knows, and even up. So what happens is, all these things I'm going to do to create shade, to create ventilation, they keep it down to outside temperature. And that's not so bad. I'll have fans on and moving air, and I'll, I'm dressed cooler, and I can spray my face with the water. So it's okay. I can survive inside the van at 90 degrees. 100, 110, 120, 130, I couldn't possibly do that. So let's go take a look, and I'll give you the specific results, what I've decided about shade cloth. So first, let's go do that. Okay, so first, let me show you what I've done here. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I have parked the van facing almost exactly north and south. So my windshield is facing north, and I do that for a very specific reason. I don't want my windshield to be hit by the sun. I do have a cover, and I've done videos on the cover. You know what it is. It's about $40, and it's one of the best money you can spend. But I put my windshield due north, so the sun almost never shines in through it, very little. I don't really worry about it. And then the sun has come around. This is the west side then. It's afternoon, it's 2:30. The sun has come around, is hitting on the west side of the van. I keep this door shut, the window open, and I put up a bug screen with magnets. Magnets are the key thing here. So I have magnets on that. That's what keeps them up. I'll tell you where you can get all this stuff. Of course, the mosquito screen, you just buy at Walmart, you buy at Home Depot. And then here we have, this is a space blanket, a survival blanket, usually called one or the other. I know you get a lot of reflection, that'll probably be hard to see. And it's just a space blanket. It's about $13, and it too is held with magnets. You can see magnet here. I love these magnets. I'll give you a link to the magnets. I'll show you. I bought a 50 pack for $21, and they'll last you forever, and you can put up a lot of things. So here is the, so this whole side of the van is, the heat never gets inside. You don't want the heat to hit the van, because it'll get the metal really hot. I had a friend who didn't have any insulation. She fell asleep during the middle of the day, and her hand was resting against the side of the van that had the sun hitting it. She woke up literally with a burn blister. Well, that will not happen, and then you insulate it, and that keeps a lot of the heat out. But that won't happen, even with raw metal, no insulation, with this space blanket, because it's all reflecting off. The heat is not going under. So under here, it's not that burning hot. On my particular van, my fridge is right about here. So right about there in front of that back axle, that's where the fridge is, and it's really important you keep that covered. Now here we come to the star of the show, which is Aluminet. I really like Aluminet. I bought 3 shade cloths. I bought, oops, go up. So I started out with 3 shade cloths. I bought a 70%, I bought a 90%, and I bought this Aluminet. I immediately got rid of the 90%. It was just, all it did was it wouldn't let enough air pass through. And that's the key thing. Let me show you this. So here is the 70%. I'm going to give this away because I'm not going to use it. And you can see, let's see, move the down. Hopefully you can kind of see this. You can't really see my hand through there, can you? It's just too dark. But what you can do is just hold this up to your mouth and blow through it. And if you blow through it, then you can see how much air goes through it. And at the 90%, not enough went through it. Let me see if I can show you the Aluminet. Maybe I can, oh, I know what I can show you. Can you see through that? Yeah, so you can see my finger in there. You can see right there, right, pretty much dead center. You can see my hands, the tannish color from my hands. And so you can see through there really well, and it also reflects away the heat really well. By far, I consider the Aluminet the best of the three. It's lighter, much lighter. It seems stronger. That remains to be seen. We'll just have to wait and see how long it lasts. I don't know. Go up. And so I've got boxes back here. You've seen my van. You know I have boxes in the back. But the door will open about 8 inches. So the door is open. I get a draft. This keeps the sun from hitting. I just use spring clamps. So I got a spring clamp right there and another one right over there. They go right under the gutter. Now, I could use magnets, but the spring clamps work so well. The door here is open, and I got one there. You pull, and I pull it away, and let me show you this. You want to get it away, and I'm just holding it down with a rock. You can see that I got a rock here that holds it away. The more you can hold it away, the better. And now this side is in the shade because the sun has gone around. This is the east side, so this is open all day. This is hit by the sun first thing in the morning. And again, you can see that I'm just holding this on with a spring clamp. I got enough to do a lot of work. So this is what I do with the doors. This is just a cheap sheet that I bought at a thrift store. It had some stains. No rips that I know of, but it had some stains. And the thing is, you want the doors open and no sun to come in. If the sun shines in, then you're going to get more heat inside than you are ventilation. And so I just take this sheet and drape it over, clamp it onto the doors. So here's my front seat, and this is facing almost due east. So in the morning I have this out, and then once the sun is on the other side, I'll probably take it down. And same thing here and back. It just keeps the heat, the sun from shining in. So I get all this fantastic ventilation of both doors being open, and none of the heat coming in. Okay, now here are my magnets. This is where I keep my magnets. I'm not aimed at the right place. Let's see if I can get over here. Okay, there's my magnets. So you can see there's the door, the step in, and I just keep my magnets right here. Got a stack of magnets. I love these magnets. It's 21 bucks for a box of 50. They're ceramic magnets. They're very strong. They do break. No big deal. They break. I just throw them in here. You know, if one breaks, I just keep it. No big deal. No harm, no foul. Still use them. They work almost exactly the same. And so that's how I do that. Okay, now I'm going to go inside and show you I'm going to look through the back doors. So now I'm at the back door. I'm looking through the door. So the door is open. That's the Aluminet on the outside. There's a good breeze. I'm at a lake, and there's a good breeze off this lake most of the day, and I can just feel it blowing through here, really making it more comfortable. I really like that. I really like the way this works. Again, so I got about a 6-8 inch gap, or at least 8 inches, where the air blows through. It's very comfortable. Keeps the van pretty comfortable. And of course, I have a Max fan. This one's the other one, Max Air, I think. Fantastic fan, whichever one you have. And that really helps. So there you have it. The shade cloth. I definitely recommend the Aluminet. It's expensive. What I have there is 12 foot by 10 foot, and you can get it on Amazon. No, the one on Amazon is 14 by 10, so it's actually the perfect size. I think 14 is better than 12. 12 is adequate. 14 by 10 is ideal if you want to just cover the back with it and use space blankets, which I think space blankets are better on the sides than the shade cloth. I like the space blankets better on the sides than I like the shade cloth. So I just cover the back so I can have the doors open. And if you don't have the boxes in back, you can really prop your doors open. If you can get onto a lake, boy, that's ideal, but most of us can't. And so the shade cloth, the space blankets, cover the windows, just a cheap sheet with spring clamps over the doors so that when they come open, they're shaded but open all day, and you'll be fine. So there you go. Some real good ideas. I hope that helps you to stay cool. If it does, like us on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. That'll help me more than almost anything you can do. And we'll talk to you later.